Hello, Chill Computer Guy. Today we're in Propeller Head Reason 10. Look at the light. We got light. The sun has not gone down yet. We have a few hours of light left. I figured I'd do a quick little screencast video tutorial, whatever you want to call it. A quick one today because I want to try to get outside and get a bike ride in and absorb some of that vitamin D, that natural vitamin D. I've been needing that. Oh my gosh, it's so crucial, that vitamin D. Here's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to do this series of videos that are just short. They're short. They only cover one subject. And today we're going to talk about transient shapers. Now, transient shapers, when I first started doing music on the computer, it was one of them things I heard about. I wasn't sure what it was, and it is a very, very, very important, almost crucial thing when it comes to getting your instruments to sit together and to have one thing not just like stick out and just like, boy, I can't hear anything in the mix but that. Now, one solution is to, of course, go into your mixer and turn that particular item down, but a better thing to do is to use a transient shaper. Now, transient shapers are going to work best on sounds with like a fast attack. In this case, we're going to look at a snare drum here. We're going to go ahead and play this, and then we're going to add a transient shaper to it. And we're going to show you kind of what's going on with that. Okay, let's go ahead and play this quick little 16 bar loop here. Okay, so very, very simple loop, not a lot going on, but for some reason that snare drum is kind of hurting my ears a little bit. It's just sticking out. Now the hi-hats are a little too loud, so those need to be turned down as well. But we're going to talk about, for now, the snare drum. Now the thing that's nice about the Kong in Propeller Head Reason is you have a transient shaper built right in. This is what makes the Kong really my favorite device as far as putting together drum sounds. Not only can you put four sounds on each individual pad, you can layer things. So the package, you know, once you fix the backdrop and make it not look like shit, you know, once you really start to use the Kong, you realize there's a crap load of tools at your disposal there. And I'm a huge fan of trying to correct the sound within the instrument without adding a lot of additional effects or VSTs or whatever. Just not only does it save on CPU, but it helps keep the track kind of minimal and organized and whatnot. So I'm a huge fan of that. So what I'm going to do here is, you can see there's our snare drum, and you can see that is the NN Nano, which is the sampler here, which has tons of controls here. And you can control the attack and decay right here in the sampler, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put an effect in. You have a couple of effect slots. You have a bus effect and a master effect. Just click on this drop down, and I'm going to go with the transient shaper, which is at the bottom here. And let's go ahead and play this, and we're going to just kind of mess with the controls of the transient shaper. You have an attack and a decay and then an amount. So very, very straightforward, very, very simple, but this is a very effective transient shaper, and it will work. It just works very, very well on pretty much anything you throw at it. This is the only transient shaper I've really ever used for like drum sounds, just because it's built right into Kong and it has a really good sound to it. Let's go ahead and listen to this little loop again, and we're gonna kind of mess with the transient shaper here a little bit and hear how it's gonna affect the snare drum sound. can hear how the attack and decay is affected by the transient shaper, and these things are subtle, but these things are crucial to get that sound to fit in with the rest of the mix. I prefer this over, going to your mixer and just turning the volume down, just because you don't want to start losing the power of all your sounds. What you want to do is you want to affect the transients of those sounds to get them to fit together. That way you don't lose an overall power and an overall volume. So yeah. So there you have it. Chill Computer Guy. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Check out transient shapers. They're very crucial, very important. These videos, tutorials, screencasts, whatever you want to call them, they're not for beginners. They're not for experts. They're for everybody. And so my number one goal here is to inspire you to work on music. And so we're also going to be doing some Bitwig studio tutorials as well as Propellerhead Reason tutorials. Those are the main DAWs I'm going to start doing when I can. Give me a thumbs up, click on that little bell, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend about the channel, and yeah, check out, we'll have more tutorials coming up. I try to do them when I can. My schedule's been a little bit erratic, been super busy with work and whatnot, It's doing what I need to do instead of what I want to do. But isn't that the story in most people's lives? So yeah, definitely check out upcoming tutorials. Click on that bell, that way you'll get notifications for all the new videos, because like I say, my uploads are a little erratic, and so I do apologize for that. But in the meantime, check out my other channel, Grouthead. Just go to YouTube, type in Grouthead, and there's some content on there. So I do have 2 YouTube channels. And I'm going to also have some product reviews also coming up on this channel, so check those out. So thank you very, very much for tuning in, checking out this tutorial on the transient shaper, and we'll see you guys again. Bye-bye now.